Hey, welcome in. How are you doing today? Great, great. Let me just sheet this bad boy. Well, welcome to this M-FLGS local game store. MF? What you think it means? Alright, well, how's it going? What can I help you with? Oh, you're interested in our group finding service. Well, yeah. Looking for a group to play with? Okay, well, I can help you with that. My name is Aura Bruin Ramble Damage Hemsworthy, and I'm just going to ask you some questions. We have this questionnaire that we fill out to get a sense of who you are and kind of what and how you like to play, and that helps us match you up with the perfect group so you can have lots of wonderful role-playing adventures. Okay, you got some time? We can go through the questionnaire. Okay, and have you been doing solo play? There's a lot of solo RPGs out there right now. No, that's not one of the questions. No? Oh, okay. All right, so let's start off with your name. Okay. And can I get a phone number? Okay. And email address? Okay, very thematic. And a Snapchat? Okay. And what about TikTok? Okay. And do you have a Game Foundry account for playing online? Okay, and your alias there? Yeah. And you have an OnlyFans? Okay. And do you have any social media aliases that you have failed to disclose thus far? Okay. Alright, and you're looking for Dungeons and Dragons? Or are you interested in other RPGs as well? Okay. And how do you feel about D&D 1? Okay. Well, let me take a note on that. And how many days a week are you looking to play? Okay. And what about preferred session length? Okay. Well, I think any serious group is probably looking at 5 to 6 days per week with a 4-hour minimum, but we'll see what we can find. And what class do you typically play? Okay. And would you be willing to play something different if the group already had that role filled? Cool. And what's your go-to dump stat for your characters? And what about in real life for yourself? Okay, yeah, all right. And what's your character alignment? And would you want to play with others of a similar mindset, or are you open to some different possibilities there? Okay. And do you worship one of these deities? Shar, Ball, Merkel, Leviatar, Bane. What about Cyric? You're not one of those, are you? Oh, nothing. Okay, and then what about your character? Her worshipping those deities. Okay. Let's punch that in here. Oh, you have more than one character. Okay. How reliable do you consider yourself? I mean, are you like pretty solid or shifty and can't be counted on? Okay. Okay. All right. Next question. How much experience do you have with D&D? And just answer in thousands of hours. 5,000. Again, groups are probably looking for someone a little more committed, but hey, we'll see what we can do. We're here to help you out. Okay. And how do you feel about old school rule systems? Are you focused on more mainline systems, or are you desperately trying to recapture some sense of nostalgia around a world that probably never existed? Okay. And then, do you have a landline? Just for another contact number if we needed to reach you. Okay. What's the worst thing your character has ever done? And do you hit on every tavern server regardless of their gender? Okay. And what about in real life? Okay. Are you comfortable contributing snacks, or do you tend to mooch off of others? Okay. Have you ever been kicked out of a group before? Okay. What was the reason? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. But what did you roll, though? Huh. Okay. Okay. And have you ever been transmutated into a kangaroo and forced to tell jokes to a royal audience? Really? Never? All right, let's talk about hygiene. Just some thoughts on it. Any rituals that you practice regularly? Have you considered solo play at all? There are so many RPGs these days that offer a solo play option. Okay. Yeah. All right. Do you have any food allergies? Okay. Of course, most groups at this point will discuss any lines and veils up front, but is there anything in terms of lines that you want to call out ahead of time? Just might streamline that as we match you up with a group. Okay. And you have costumes for each of the characters you have in each system? Street clothes just really destroy the immersion. That's why we ask. Okay. All right, and then how much do you have invested in cosplay? So multiple choice, $500 to $1,000, $1,000 to $2,300, $2,700 to $5,000, $5,000 to $10,000, or more than $19,000. Okay, so more of an amateur then. Yeah. Have you considered solo RPG play? I'd be happy to show you some of our products that could offer that experience. All right, so you're set on a group. Hey, we have placed everyone that has come in, so not to fear. We will figure something out for you. Don't worry. All right, here's a hypothetical question. A rules lawyer, quote unquote, personality type disrupts a player attempting to create a theatrical moment which, while drawing upon character features, does contradict the rules example cited by the other player. The DM hesitates and tries to search stack exchange. What would you do? Really? When a specific rule is called out. That's why we write these books we charge $70 for. You're just gonna throw that out when the going gets tough? Interesting. Oh no, the caps lock doesn't really mean anything. Just to mix things up. Yeah. Okay. Can you please tell me the weaknesses and the best attack vectors when facing an aboleth? Okay. What about an owlbear? And what about a druid using wild shape to be an owlbear? Very tricky. Yeah. Okay. Now please compare and contrast Dungeons & Dragons version 2 and version 4, focusing on both philosophical intent and specific rule frameworks. And please keep your answer to 11 words or fewer. Well, I'll just cut it off after 11, so you'd be wasting your breath, quite literally. Okay, done. All right, what is the appropriate area effect template to use for a black dragon? Okay. And a gold dragon. Blue dragon. A plaid dragon. Okay. All right. How often do you wear a utilikilt? Okay, so you would feel naked without it. No, I mean quite literally, because traditionally... Oh. All right. Okay. Well, we're getting to the end here. A fellow player has a character that's of the monk persuasion. They have to choose an elemental discipline. They seem pretty set on Way of Shadow, but the last minute they throw out that they're considering Way of the Open Hand. What do you tell them? And there's no right or wrong answer here. I just want to see how you think. Huh, really? Really? Wow, you're gonna stick with that? No, that tells me a lot about how you think. Sure, there's no right or wrong answer, but there's kind of a right answer. Yeah. How about we move on? Yes, that's one of the questions. Okay, what kind of music do you like? Okay, and do you play? Cool. 7 or 8 string. Are you a bassist then? That's not one of the options. I can write in 6 string, I guess. Never heard of that. Okay, this is a math rock question. The drummer is playing a 13/8 polyrhythm against 4/4 at 130 beats per minute. There are 2 bars of 3/4 leading into a 5/4 bridge for the rest of the band. On what beat is the drummer's polyrhythm 3 the same as the band's 1? They're playing in Phrygian dominant. You know, most people don't ask that. Yeah, they don't ask because it's totally not relevant to the answer. Okay. Cool. All right. The thief in your party breaks into the mayor's mansion and steals the glove of iron-fisted subjugation. You end up arrested by the city watch in association with the crime. Would you be willing to name names? Testifying against your party member could grant you leniency in your sentence. And remember, medieval prison and torture were pretty gruesome. In that case, would you be willing to give up your associates? Okay, you should be fine then. Perfect. All right, I think I've got all the info I need to match you with a group. Yeah, the average wait time is about 2 to 3 years, but of course we'll call you if we get something sooner. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, hopefully we'll get you playing in no time. All right, well, thanks for coming in. Have a wonderful day, and if you want help with anything, do let me know, especially solo RPGs. You know, if you might want to give that a shot. Otherwise, enjoy your day, and like I said, grab me if you need me. All right, we'll see you.